The McLaren P13 is coming soon. Ford reveals a new MPV concept for the folks across the pond. The next Explorer and Expedition may get the aluminum treatment, and Honda teases some new concepts. Plus, we have your FLD question of the day. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D, and this is Fastlane Daily, because if it isn't, I'm in the wrong place. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, okay. Whew. So it is the right place. Okay, cool. Honda has two new concepts, but where will they be revealed? Well, the chosen one is the Beijing Motor Show. Also, they will both be produced for the Chinese market. We have this teaser sketch of one of the concepts here, which looks like an aggressively styled hatchback. With Honda struggling hard in the paint design-wise lately, let's hope these new concepts are more good than bad. Unless they're bad to the bone, of course. Bad. The 2015 Ford F-150 will be impressive for a few reasons, but the main reason is that all-new aluminum body, which will be light and advanced, at least for a truck. And now, it looks like Ford is considering pulling an aluminum makeover on the next-generation Explorer and Expedition as well. Those changes won't come cheap for Ford and consumers, but fuel economy stands to go up substantially thanks to the weight loss. The new F-150 lost 700 pounds from its predecessor, so we can expect similar improvements to these other models. Oh, speaking of the Ford F-150, Jimmy Fallon bought himself an F-150 King Ranch. After that Fingers on a 4x4 contest ended, the Ford representative dude who won lasted 38 hours with his hand stuck on a truck. That's pretty crazy.
Wow.
I couldn't do it. I would have lost. I would have been like, oh, I lost.
You go to the bathroom?
Yeah, you get like 5-minute breaks every hour, but still. Oh, and since we're on the topic of Ford, they chose a furniture show to reveal a car. Yep, at Milan Salon del Mobile, a furniture design expo. Ford introduced the S-Max Vignale concept, which previews a production version that will join the Mondeo Vignale as the second model in the fancier Vignale lineup, the S-Max. Is that your car?
That is my car.
What's that stand for?
Super.
Super Max. FYI, the Mondeo in Europe is the Ford Fusion here, and these models will only be sold in Europe, which, that's fine. Anyway, the S-Max concept has 21-inch chrome wheels, soft touch leather, car-to-car communication technology, tablet device docking, a glass roof, and a relationship manager for all owners. Now, we aren't sure exactly what relationship manager means, but how cool would it be if you got in an argument with your girlfriend or wife and you were just like, fine, we'll go to your sister's house in Rockland this weekend, but not before we sit in the Ford S-Max and it tells us what it thinks. Well, I didn't pay extra for that relationship manager option for us to just argue without the car telling us what it thinks. I hate Rockland. It looks like the styling for the upcoming McLaren P13 entry-level sports car is almost finished, and we have a better idea of how this car is going to look. And if you think that means we have exclusive pictures of it, nope. We're just saying, not surprisingly, that the 650S will influence design in terms of the front of the car. The P13 will also have a carbon fiber chassis with aluminum body panels. Top Gear is reporting that power from the detuned 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8 should be in the 450 horsepower ballpark, not in the 500 horsepower area, as we said before. Production is expected in 2015 as both a coupe and a spider. You'll have to shell out 125,000 euros, which is almost 173 here in the US of A. I always do that, but I don't really calculate it in my head. I just read it. Now, it's time for your FLD question of the day. And here we have a question from George East, who I think is out there in the UK, judging from his accent. I mean, he didn't say in his email, but he does have a huge toy airplane next to him on the counter there.
Big giveaway.
Yeah, so got that going for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, George.
Would you say the car or car company's nationality depends on where the cars are made or where the company is based? Thank you. Do you mind my input?
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So you asked, does a car does a car company's nationality depend on where the cars are made or where the company is based? That's a good question there, George, and it's actually a pretty simple answer. The answer is it's where the company is based. VW builds some cars in Mexico, but they aren't a Mexican company. Toyota is made all over the world, but they are always going to be Japanese cars. A bunch of BMWs are made here in South Kakalaka, and those cars aren't going to develop any southern accents anytime soon. Mercedes has a big plant in Alabama, Roll Tide, but it's a German car through and through, right, BMW? American cars are made in Canada and Mexico as well. The list goes on. So I hope that answers your question, George East. Not to be confused with George West, which is the storytelling capital of Texas. Just FYI. Thanks for sending it in. And it's funny at the end, George is like, don't wanna. I don't even care. Well, we care. He did apologize in the email for the squeaking chair, by the way.
That's nice.
And before, I think I was talking about Mercedes and I said BMW. But they're both German companies. So they're German cars no matter where they're made. Get what I'm saying? All right. Well, appreciate that. If you guys want to weigh in on the topic, of course, you can use the hashtag FLDQ of the D. And of course, tips@FastLaneDaily.com is where we can be reached if you want to send in your own video. All right, that's going to do it for Fastlane Daily. Today, I'm Derek D. AK, why don't you take us out?
I really had a good time today, Derek.
Nice, appreciate it. That's also known as, I got nothing to say. Let's see what AK's got. Ford reveals a new MPV concept. The folks across the pond. The next Explorer and Expedition. It's gonna be aluminum.
Are you chewing gum?
Yeah.
What is it like without gum?
The Honda teases some new. Excuse me.
Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby. Tuning in the fast lane daily. Car magazines are road news, man. Ain't got the time for shopping at the newsstand. We're living in the fast lane, baby. Tuning in the fast lane daily. News for the always on the go folks. Merge to the left and pass all the slow pokes. You can view how you choose to, FastLaneDaily.com or YouTube. Hosted by my man Derek D. Subscribe right now, don't just take it from me.